The summer gently winds down and, backpacks are getting filled. A lot of us are thinking about the new school year.
Definitely. It's that time again.
But it feels like there's more to it this year, maybe.
Yeah.
Beyond just the textbooks and schedules, there's this growing conversation about what kids really need to thrive today.
Mm-hmm.
So today we're doing a deep dive into how mindfulness can, well, maybe transform classrooms. We're looking at some really incredible insights from the book Grow, Tending to the Hearts and Minds of Children through the Practice of Mindfulness.
Right. By Strip Matter, Hyde, and Schreiber.
Exactly. And we're specifically going to unpack the Challenge to Change program they discuss. So this deep dive is really for you, whether you're a parent, an educator, or honestly just curious about building resilience, focus in young minds.
And it's so needed. It's compelling, actually, when you look at the pace of our modern world.
Yeah. How so?
Well, the book talks about this constant connectivity, the social media pressures, this relentless push for perfectionism. It's really shaping kids. The authors point out how kids are often just shuffled between activities, right? There's very little time to simply be.
Right. Just exist for a moment.
Exactly. And that really begs the question, how do we help them slow down, connect with themselves when literally everything around them is just speeding up?
That's a huge question. And it makes you think, how deep do those social messages go?
Yeah.
The ones telling kids it's all about achievement.
Yeah, that your worth comes from doing, not being.
Right. It's not just screen time. It's this subtle, pervasive vibe that relaxing is bad, that your identity is tied to what you accomplish, not like your passions or just who you are.
Which leaves a lot of kids feeling like they're never quite enough.
Totally. And what really struck me in the book is how a personal story highlighted this huge gap in education. They introduced Molly, the founder of Challenge to Change.
Ah, yes. Her story is quite powerful.
It really is. Her own journey through trauma, the sudden death of her husband, led her to yoga and mindfulness. And that experience, it showed her what she calls a missing link in education for social-emotional care. It made her ask, what if I could offer this to children too? I mean, it's just profound how personal need can spark something that helps so many.
Absolutely. And building on that, a really key insight, I think, is understanding how our brains work, how we're wired for survival.
Okay.
We often overreact to stuff we perceive as threats, right? Which explains why we really desperately need tools to just pause, to respond thoughtfully instead of just reacting.
Especially for kids, I guess.
Exactly, especially for children, because their neocortex, that's the higher reasoning, problem-solving part of the brain, it's still developing.
Right, it's under construction.
Pretty much. And the really amazing thing here, the revolutionary part, is that mindfulness isn't just about feeling calm, it's neuroplasticity in action.
Okay, explain that a bit.
You're literally physically resculpting your brain. Mindfulness practices help dial down the amygdala, that's your brain's alarm system, the fight, flight, or freeze trigger.
Yeah.
And instead, it empowers your prefrontal cortex, which is like your brain's CEO, the wise decision maker. So you move from pure reaction to a more thoughtful response.
Wow. So it's a physiological shift.
It is. Our minds are shaped by our thoughts and experiences constantly. And the authors mention this estimate that something like 80% of our daily thoughts can lean negative.
That's a lot.
It is. Mindfulness gives us a way to actively shape those neural pathways, kind of reverse that trend, build more positive connections.
Is there science backing this up?
Oh, yeah. They mention studies, like one from the University of Wisconsin comparing Tibetan monks and college students. The monks, after thousands of hours meditating, showed gamma waves at a rate 30 times higher than the students.
30 times.
30 times, which is a pretty powerful indicator of meditation's impact on concentration, mental focus, that kind of thing.
Okay, so that's the brain science. Fascinating. How does this actually look in a classroom then? What does mindfulness mean practically?
Well, the book keeps it wonderfully simple. Mindfulness is just paying attention with intention.
Okay. Simple. I like that.
Yeah, it's not about complicated spiritual stuff necessarily, just about being present. And Challenge to Change uses this really accessible 3-step path to mindfulness.
Okay, what are the steps?
First is grounding to your physical environment. Just noticing where you are, the temperature, sounds, colors, what your body feels like in the chair.
Okay, like an anchor.
Exactly. Step 2 is exploring your internal landscape. Checking in with your body and mind. How am I feeling physically, emotionally? What's going on inside?
Got it.
And the third step is practicing non-judgment. Just noticing your thoughts and feelings without labeling them good or bad, meeting yourself with compassion.
That sounds like the hardest part.
It can be, but it's crucial. And a core practice they teach is called the pause.
The pause.
Yeah, it's a proactive technique. You intentionally check in with your thoughts and feelings before you act. It helps you choose your actions deliberately instead of just, reacting impulsively.
Intention again. Okay.
So the natural next question is, how do teachers actually do this? With everything else they have on their plate.
Right. The curriculum is already packed.
Exactly. And that's where the challenge to change yoga and mindfulness in the schools program comes in. It's designed specifically for this.
How does
There's
it
a
work?
sequential curriculum that builds through the year. Plus, and this is key, they have an online support center for their regular classroom teachers.
So the teachers get help too.
Yes, they can easily grab extra lessons or activities to weave into their daily routine. And the core message they give the kids is beautiful. It's about connecting our smart minds to our kind hearts and our calm bodies.
I like that. Mind, heart, body.
Yeah, it really fosters self-love, self-awareness right from a young age, building that internal connection.
Okay, let's get practical then. What are some of these things teachers or even parents could actually use? The book must have examples.
Oh, tons. Really simple, powerful practices, like the mind jar, like a snow globe.
Yeah.
Kids shake it up, watch the glitter swirl around. That's like their busy, strong emotions. Then, as the glitter slowly settles,
Their thoughts can settle too. That's clever.
isn't it? Great visual. Then there's simple counting breaths. Just inhale for 3, exhale for 3. A super quick way to regulate stress.
Anyone can do that.
Totally. Or the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 awareness activity. You use your senses to ground yourself. Name 5 things you see, 4 you feel, 3 you hear.
2 you smell, 1 you taste or are grateful for. Yeah, I've heard of that one. Pulls you right into the present.
Exactly. They also teach mudras, which they charmingly call yoga for your fingers.
Yoga for your fingers.
Yeah, like specific hand gestures, maybe pressing your thumb and index finger together. These connect to different feelings or skills, like focus or peace. And a big favorite seems to be yoga naps. These aren't necessarily about sleeping, but guided relaxation.
Like a guided meditation.
Kind of, yeah. Like metta, which is loving kindness meditation, or visualizing floating on a cloud. Just promoting physical and mental rest. Sometimes I wish I had a mind jar for my email inbox.
Huh. I think we all do sometimes.
But what's really compelling is that these practices aren't just helping the kids, they're also supporting the educators, helping fight burnout, creating calmer classrooms.
That's huge. Teacher burnout is so real.
It is. And the book shares some powerful stories. There's Edward Glaser, a principal, talking about students who literally respond mindfully to situations. He even saw kids independently breathing in meditation entirely unprompted. He said their self-awareness and empathy toward others is a dream.
That ties right into social emotional learning, SEL, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That principal's quote hits self-awareness and social awareness right there. Learning to label emotions, see them in others. Those are 2 of the 5 core SEL competencies.
What are the others again?
Self-management, relationship skills, and responsible decision-making. And mindfulness supports all of them, like using those breathing exercises for self-management.
Right.
Another educator, Meredith Schmickel, shares a student saying, "I feel so powerful after doing yoga." What a statement, right?
Yeah. That's amazing. Feeling powerful from within.
Exactly. And the book mentions schools trying proactive approaches too, like replacing detention with meditation or setting up peace out corners, moving away from just reacting to behavior.
That's a big shift.
It is. And importantly for the teachers, the authors acknowledge the messiness of teaching this stuff. It's not always perfect. You'll have wigglers, maybe some sass.
Oh, yes.
Reality.
But they emphasize consistency over perfection. Just keep showing up with it. The teachers are making a difference. Okay, so pulling this together, if you're an educator, a parent, part of a school community listening right now, why should you consider a program like Challenge to Change? What's the real takeaway?
Well, several things, right? You get a structured curriculum that actually builds on itself.
Okay, structure is good.
You get real teacher support. That online center is huge. The activities are age appropriate. Kids actually enjoy them.
Makes sense.
It's backed by the science we talked about, neuroplasticity. It directly builds those crucial social emotional skills, reduces stress, improves focus, helps with behavior.
And it makes mindfulness accessible. Right. not just for certain kids.
Exactly. Accessible for all children, regardless of background or finances. And the authors put it really well. They say investing like this in our schools, teachers, and learners imparts positive change for the future of our world.
That's a powerful vision. It's a holistic approach.
It really is. And think about the long-term impact. What if, we could equip the next generation, our future leaders, with the skills to really know themselves, love themselves, to act with more compassion, to focus?
The world might look a bit different.
It might. And the Drew book argues this benefits everyone. Challenge to Change brings it to the classroom. And they even have resources like the book A Classroom in Balance.
What's that one?
It offers 100 scripted lessons and practices that can take place in 10 minutes or less.
10 minutes or less. Okay, that makes it doable for any teacher.
Totally. Super practical. It's all about empowering everyone to be, as you call us, mindful change makers.
Well, this deep dive certainly shows that mindfulness, it's not just some fleeting trend, is it? It feels more like a fundamental skill for navigating, well, life, this complex world.
Yeah, absolutely.
From literally reshaping our brains to boosting empathy and focus, the benefits seem pretty clear, especially for kids heading back into the school year. Our mission here at The Deep Dive is always to help you be well-informed, and we really hope you feel more knowledgeable now about how mindfulness can play such a vital role in education.
And the book makes such a beautiful point near the end. It says, mindfulness is truly one of the most powerful personal tools we have at our disposal. It is always readily available wherever and whenever we need it, and it doesn't cost a thing.
Always available and free. Can't beat that.
Right. So maybe the provocative thought for you, our listener, our fellow mindful changemaker, is this. How can you bring just a moment of the pause into your own day? Or maybe subtly into the lives of the children around you? You don't necessarily need a whole formal program to start.
A small pause can make a big difference.
It really can. And if you do want more info on the program itself, definitely check out Challenge to Change's resources. Their website is challengetochange.com.
Perfect. Great insights today. Thank you.
My pleasure. Important topic.